For women, love often grows through connection. But for men, it's a process, slow, layered, almost invisible while it's happening. So he doesn't fall all at once. He falls in stages. See, first it's attraction. This is where chemistry pulls him in. Then a second phase most women misread is confusion. It's the point where his logic and emotions start to wrestle. He likes you, but he's scared of losing control. He wants you close, but fears needing you too much. This is where most women push harder and lose him. But if you understand that stage, you stop chasing reassurance and start triggering emotional safety. And the reason why you start triggering emotional safety is because stage 2 is where his nervous system decides whether love feels like peace or prison, freedom or trap, growth or loss of self. And unless you create the conditions where vulnerability feels safe rather than threatening, where closeness feels expansive rather than suffocating, his fear will overpower his feelings, and he'll retreat before love can fully develop, making emotional safety the bridge that allows him to cross from attraction and confusion into genuine, committed love. This is the truth about how men fall in love that most women never understand. It's not linear or simple. It happens in distinct psychological stages, and each stage has different needs and different dangers. Understanding these stages is the difference between losing him during the confusion phase and guiding him into lasting love. Most relationship advice tells you to be patient or give him space, but it doesn't explain what's actually happening in each stage or what each stage requires from you to progress naturally to the next. Without this understanding, you might do everything right for stage 1 while accidentally sabotaging stage 2. The painful truth is that most women lose men during stage 2 without ever understanding why. They think they did something wrong or that he wasn't that interested, when actually he was falling in love but got scared and didn't have the emotional safety to continue falling. Hi, I'm Gabriel Hart from My Daily Love, and in this video we'll talk about the 3 stages of a man falling in love with special focus on stage 2 that most women completely misunderstand. Stage 1. He's intrigued by your energy, not just your looks. The first stage of a man falling in love is intrigue, where your vibe feels different. Calm, grounded, unpredictable, and it pulls him in, creating attraction that goes beyond physical appearance to something about your presence that he can't quite name but finds compelling. Think of stage 1 like catching someone's attention in a crowded room. Something about you stands out from everyone else. It's not necessarily that you're more beautiful, it's that your energy creates a response in him that others don't. During this stage, he's drawn to qualities about you that feel different from other women he's known. Maybe you're more centered and less reactive. Maybe you're more genuinely confident and less approval-seeking. Maybe you're more mysterious and less predictable. Whatever the specific quality, it creates intrigue that makes him want to know more. This stage is characterized by pursuit, attention, and effort from him. He's interested, engaged, reaching out, making plans. The attraction feels exciting and new. Chemistry is high. Everything feels possible. The key insight about stage 1 is that physical attraction alone isn't enough to move him to stage 2. What creates progression is that your energy, your presence, your way of being feels like something he hasn't experienced before in ways that intrigue rather than just attract him. Women who successfully move men from stage 1 to stage 2 maintain their authentic energy rather than shifting into relationship building mode too quickly. They don't immediately become available, accommodating, or predictable just because he's showing interest. They maintain the qualities that created intrigue in the first place. The danger in stage 1 is becoming so focused on securing his interest that you lose the very qualities that attracted him. When you stop being grounded and start being anxious about the relationship, when you stop being unpredictable and start being always available, the intrigue fades before it can develop into something deeper. From what I've seen, men need stage 1 to last long enough that the intrigue deepens from "she's interesting" to "I need to understand this person better." Rushing to relationship definition or pushing for commitment during stage 1 often prevents natural progression to stage 2. Stage 2. He looks for emotional regulation in you. Here's what most women completely miss about male psychology and love. Stage 2 is when he looks for emotional regulation in you, where your calmness, tone, and energy teach his nervous system if love equals chaos or peace, and this is the stage where most women lose men without ever understanding why. Think of stage 2 like a crucial evaluation period. The attraction from stage 1 is still there, but now his nervous system is asking deeper questions. Is this person safe? Will love with her feel peaceful or stressful? Will she enhance my life or complicate it? During this stage, he's hyper-aware of your emotional patterns. How do you handle stress? How do you react when things don't go your way? How do you communicate when you're upset? Do you create drama or handle difficulty with grace? Your emotional regulation becomes the most important factor in whether he continues falling or starts pulling back. This stage often manifests as what looks like confusion or pulling back. He might become less consistently available. He might seem to be evaluating the relationship. He might create some distance. This isn't rejection, it's assessment. His nervous system is trying to determine if it's safe to continue falling. The confusion comes from the conflict between his feelings and his fears. He likes you, maybe even loves you already, but he's terrified of losing himself, of being controlled, of having his life disrupted by emotional chaos. So he's watching to see, is she stable? Can I trust her with my vulnerability? Will closeness feel good or suffocating? This is where most women make the fatal mistake. They sense his pulling back and respond with pursuit, pressure, emotional intensity, or demands for reassurance. This confirms his fears that emotional engagement means chaos and pressure, causing him to retreat further or exit completely. What he actually needs during stage 2 is proof that you're emotionally regulated, that you can handle his need for space without making it mean rejection, that you can process your own emotions without making them his responsibility, that love with you will feel like peace, not like management of constant emotional volatility. Women who successfully guide men through stage 2 remain grounded when he pulls back. They don't chase or create drama. They continue living their lives with calm confidence. They demonstrate through their actions that they're emotionally stable and that love won't mean losing his freedom or dealing with constant stress. The key paradox of stage 2 is that the less you chase and the more you remain peacefully yourself, the safer he feels to continue falling. Your emotional regulation during his confusion is what allows him to move from "I like her but I'm scared" to "I love her and I trust this." Now, I'll be straight with you. Men can feel the difference between emotional control and emotional repression. One builds trust, the other builds distance. When you're genuinely regulated, your presence lowers his defenses. When you're pretending to be calm while resentment simmers underneath, his instincts pick it up instantly. That's why peace has to come from authentic grounding, not performance. It's not about keeping him comfortable. It's about keeping yourself centered. The challenge isn't just understanding that he needs to feel emotional peace around you. It's learning how to be that source of regulation without losing yourself, becoming a doormat, or pretending everything is fine when it's not, because men can sense when calmness is genuine versus when it's performance designed to keep them comfortable. Most women either swing to emotional volatility that creates the chaos he fears, pushing him away during this crucial stage, or they suppress all their needs and feelings to seem peaceful, which creates resentment and makes them lose themselves while he decides if he's falling in love. Understanding how to be genuinely emotionally regulated, processing your own feelings healthily while maintaining the peaceful presence that allows his nervous system to associate you with safety rather than stress is crucial, because stage 2 is where most women lose men without ever understanding why. The difference between women who successfully guide men through stage 2 into lasting love and those who lose men during this confusion phase often comes down to specific emotional regulation techniques that create genuine peace without self-abandonment. Comment: regulation. And I'll reveal the 3 ways to provide the emotional regulation he needs during stage 2 versus the 3 approaches that either create the chaos he fears or make you lose yourself trying to keep him comfortable, and the exact framework for processing your own emotions while maintaining the grounded presence that allows love to deepen. Stage 3. He wants to build, not chase. What if the most beautiful stage is stage 3, when he stops playing games and starts making plans, where love turns into direction and he transitions from pursuing to building, from wondering if you're right to knowing you are and wanting to create a life together? Think of stage 3 like the shift from dating to partnership. The confusion of stage 2 has resolved. His nervous system has decided you're safe. His fear has been overridden by his feelings. Now he's not just falling, he's committed to where he's falling. During this stage, his behavior changes noticeably. The hot and cold of stage 2 disappears. He becomes consistent, reliable, present. He stops playing it cool and starts being genuine about his feelings. He makes plans that extend into the future. He talks about we and our naturally. The pursuit energy of stage 1 transforms into building energy. He's not trying to win you anymore. He's trying to build something with you. The focus shifts from impressing you to integrating you into his life. He introduces you to important people. He includes you in decisions. He starts thinking about logistics and practicalities of a shared future. This stage is characterized by peace and certainty. The anxiety and confusion of stage 2 has given way to confidence and direction. He knows what he wants, and what he wants is you and a future with you. The question is no longer should I, but how do we? Women who've successfully guided men to stage 3 often describe it as a complete shift in the relationship's energy. Suddenly everything feels easier, more natural, more certain. He's all in, and you can feel it in how he shows up, how he plans, how he speaks about the future. The key insight about stage 3 is that it's the natural result of navigating stages 1 and 2 successfully. You maintained intrigue during stage 1 and emotional safety during stage 2, allowing his feelings to develop without interference from fear. Now he's ready to build. Now that you understand the 3 stages, let's talk about how to actually navigate them successfully in real relationships, because understanding principles is different from applying them when you're emotionally invested. During stage 1, your job is to maintain the authentic qualities that created intrigue. Don't shift into girlfriend mode prematurely. Don't become overly available or accommodating. Don't lose your independence or mysterious edge. The energy that attracted him needs to continue during this stage, not disappear the moment he shows interest. Practically, this means continuing your life, interests, friendships, and routines rather than reorganizing everything around him. It means maintaining some mystery by not oversharing immediately. It means staying grounded in your own worth rather than seeking validation from his attention. During stage 2, which is the most crucial, your job is to demonstrate emotional regulation while he works through his confusion. When he pulls back slightly, you don't chase or create drama. You remain peacefully engaged with your own life. When conflicts arise, you handle them calmly rather than explosively. Practically, this means developing strong emotional self-management skills. Process your feelings privately or with trusted friends before bringing issues to him. When you do address concerns, do it from a grounded place. Don't make his need for space mean rejection. Give him room to feel without pressure while maintaining your own worth and standards. During stage 3, your job is to receive his building energy and contribute to creating the life you both want. This is where you can relax into partnership, making decisions together, planning together, building together. The test is over, now you're creating. Practically, this means participating in future planning, being open about your needs and desires for the relationship, and allowing the partnership to deepen naturally now that both people are committed to building something together. The overall framework is progression without pressure. You're facilitating his natural movement through the stages by being the right kind of partner at each stage, not by pushing him to move faster than he's ready for.